Spirit that comes with it.
Yeah.
It ain't just a book because vocab got the book, but the Spirit ain't with it.
Right.
The Holy Spirit, yeah.
Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive.
Cannot receive, yep.
But because it seeth him not. Yeah. What's an example of that? Vocab don't know what the Son of the Lord looked like. He's in between. He might be lamb, but then we don't know what he looks like. The average person says that. You ask him, look, what does the Son of God look like? No one ever saw him. We don't know. We talk.
I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. That's where I learned this truth from. A warm salutation to the brothers pushing this word throughout the four corners of the globe. This is the Ak Asa from the DC Church. Coming to talk to you a little bit about Yahweh Shai. As you just heard the apostles not describing, but saying how some people who say that they don't know what he looks like. Or here you're seeing a true depiction of him. And here you're seeing another one. You know? And I'm going to go ahead and get the scripture, which is Revelation 1:13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, and white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. When you look at this man, he fits that description. You can see his feet more as burned brass, brass being a golden, more copper, bronze color. And when you burn it, it's turned into a dark brown. You see his hair, it's white and woolly. But when you look at this image that they put up, his hair is not white, nor is it woolly. Oh, you know, people like this, with the skin complexion, they get older, you know, their hair still turns white. They could have put an older image of him. They chose not to. He looks young. You know, he looks not like the depiction of the scripture. When you look at his feet, it does not look like brass burned in the furnace. It looks like a regular Edomite, you know? He has the appearance of an Edomite. This is the appearance of an Israelite, of you know, prior to us going all over the place, we mostly probably look like this, you know, different shades of brown. It wasn't until, you know, we started mixing and mingling that we started looking more like that. And there are Israelites that look like this, but Yahweh Shai does not look like this.
Talking about it.
What did they put on the cross?
Right. Who did they put on the cross and what did he look like? Oh, it don't matter. Color don't matter. You got the spirit of the world, just like it says in John 4.
Yeah.
You started to tell.
You got that's right. You got the spirit of the world, you people, because it says even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. Because if you were about the truth, you would accept that. No, the Son of the Lord don't look like that.
Right.
What is the truth?
The scripture says, ye see be wise in your own
Conceit.
conceit, meaning you're about yourself. I say it is what it is.
Right.
You know?
Conceit.
That's when you go under vocab, you are wise in your own conceit.
Yeah. And they said, well, it don't matter. Well, what if we took a picture of George Washington and put him up looking like Bunker from the Little Rascals?
Well,
His son.
The son of my
Yeah.
There you go. But George Washington himself, what if we did that? You'd be pissed off.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
say, George Washington don't look like that. That's what we're telling you.
You know what they'll say? Sorry,
Yeah,
Pastor. They said that's black supremacy.
Exactly. You'd be pissed off. That's the point. So the point is, what does the Lord really look like? The scriptures tell us what he looks like.
It's obvious if the Most High put in the scriptures, Daniel chapter 79, Revelation 1 verse 13, 15, and other scriptures, it's obvious the Most High showing us that the people of the Bible are so-called black people. Israelites are so-called black people.
And what are those
So
posts?
this is what, like I said, no Israelite wants you to come. They don't want to debate. We can have a debate. Nobody wants to debate you, man. Just like these clown folk, you know, folk be the clowns. You know, they're teaching that Edomites are Africans. That the Edomites are actually
But where's the
That's
12
where it
tribe
starts.
sign?
What's that?
Where's the 12 tribe sign? Where their camps at?
They're reprobates.
Out there teaching. What you waiting for?
The scriptures warn us about guys like that. Who's that said that? They shall be false teachers among you. Even
Right.
And that's really the point, is when people don't want to see that, don't want to see the real image, but they want to teach, they're a false teacher immediately. You know, if you're going to teach, you got to teach in truth. If you're teaching anything other than that, then a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. You're teaching untruth. You can't add a little bit and try to puff it up and try to fit other people in it that don't belong. And this is and the whole point of it, the reason that they want to lead you astray is so you take that mark. This is Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. It's like a person who's drowning, and their gut instinct is to pull somebody else down with them. It's like, well, I don't want to drown alone, so you drowning too. I'm gonna pull you down. It's the best thing I can come up with. That's Esau, you know. That's Esau. That's the reason that he has people like, what's that dude? Vocab paid off to try to combat this. And he'll boost his numbers and give him ads and all that other stuff. At the end of the day, he's teaching falsely. He's a false prophet. And this is Revelation 13:16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. That mark, known as charagma, when you go into the Greek, is an incision under your skin. It's a little microchip. It's the RFID microchip, and then they're gonna be able to use that to track your whereabouts, count the number of the people, and determine whether or not they're allowed to buy and sell. He can flip a switch and turn off all your income. He can flip a switch, poison your body, and just kill you off. You know, that's the level of power he wants. That's the next step for this new world order. This is Genesis 25 and 32. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day, and he sware unto him, and sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did drink, and rose up, and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. The whole point of him trying to get everybody to take that mark is so that he can circumvent scripture and have his birthright back. But he sold it. And it was the Lord who made him sell it. And he sold it specifically to his brother Jacob. And now Jacob has the birthright that's passed down to all of Jacob's children. Esau's children got passed down the hatred. This is Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So Esau has been on a rampage ever since, because the birthright has been lost. And not just Esau himself, but all of Esau's children, all of Amalek, and all of the other tribes of Esau. And that's why they're like this, you know? And that's what it's all about. That's why they won't allow, you go into a black church, you see more images looking like this. Every now and then you'll see a dread-headed dude who looks something like, you know, something like these images. But at the end of the day, you never see this. They don't even read the scriptures, you know? They'll read 1 or 2 scripture and dance the whole time and say that was good. But at the end of the day, for all this wickedness, they have Obadiah 1 and 18 waiting for them. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. And they know that's coming. So they're pretty pissed off, and they're coming down with all that they got. And as it keeps going on, they're going to get more and more dramatic with their measures, and they're going to start getting physical. This is Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. That's why he's lying. He doesn't have much time. He's trying to figure it out. He's putting all his resources into it, and eventually he's just going to get physical, and Yahushua is going to lift up the standard against him. And he loses. It's inevitable. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. Shalom.